We live. We live. We live. Let me turn Dustin off. I'm looking at um a lunchtime show that my financial advisor Dustin be doing. Let me turn that off. And then we gonna get into it. We got anybody over here yet? Anybody over here with me yet? If anybody over here, let me get a one in the chat. I seen a bunch of okay, J Miles. Okay, Jay. Oh, what it is, Miles. J Miles and Miles. Both of y'all on here. Yo, check it. What up, Travis? Hey, dig this. Before we jump into the breakdown, right? And pop over here. See, that's the thing I was looking at with Dustin, him and Cody on there talking about trades. See, they're going sideways. That's what I was saying I wanted to see. Peep the spot. Man, when I want to see the spot come down to the gap I was looking at and then just go sideways for a while until we get a real catalyst to take off or go down. Cause we ain't got no real catalyst right now. I don't want no fake take off and stay choppy and all that. Just go sideways for a little bit till we get a real catalyst to either tank, or go up. Right? But what I want to do, the homie J Miles asked me, how do I do this over here with the what you call it? The charts on the side over here. So my main window over in this area right here is like my main trading window that I'm gonna be trading in. Then over here on the side, I keep the ES at the top, the NQ, and the Dow over here, and I keep them on hourly charts just so I can see, for one, if the ES is in a green or a red hour, and I can see if the Dow, the ES, and the NQ are trading in tandem or if they showing divergence. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be watching it. That's why I be watching like that. But the way I get that in there, for the homie J Miles, I done did this before, but I'll do it again. Check it. You go up here and you gonna create a new chart, right? Boom. Create a new chart, and then you pick what you want on there. Okay, I want the ES. Boom. I want the NQ. Boom. I want the Dow. Boom. Right? Put all three of them on there like that right there. Hit Oakley Dokley, and boom, there you go. You got a window. You got a window with all three of them in there. And all I do is just shrink it down like this right here. Take the chart trader off. I don't need the chart trader on there. So take the chart trader off. Shrink it, unless you want the chart trader on there. Shrink it down, right? Stick it over there to the side. Boom, there you go. So you just make a new window and then put in whatever assets you want in there. And then just stick it over there to the side. Now I got this window here and I got that window there. Boom. That's how you do it. Hopefully, or you say you want the ES to go to 24 or 25. Where is that now? Where is it on oh, 14, 45, 14, 15? That thing running today. She a runner, she a track star. All right, let's get into this trade breakdown. Let's get into this trade breakdown. Y'all excuse me for smacking. I be smacking every day. I be trying to eat before I get on here, but that don't be happening. So dig it. This morning, when I woke up, right? This morning when I woke up, let's go back. So I'm gonna do it like I always do. I'm gonna walk you through it. Then I'm going to play back and play it. Right? So this morning when I woke up, let's go. I'm putting it on a 60-minute chart. I'm putting on a 60-minute chart and then move it back to, what time is this right here? 6 o'clock. Okay. Okay, so 6 o'clock time frame. Here we go, 6 o'clock time frame, right? So somewhere around here. Matter of fact, this morning I woke up to go to the bathroom at 4:45, and I can't. I looked out my room and I seen a light glowing out of the studio. I'm like, what's going on? My monitor didn't shut off, so I came in, and when I walked in, I saw that the ES and during the London session was like going up, was like shooting up. It was right here when I came in. What time is that? That's the 4:30 calendar right there. So I came in like a 4:45. So it was like going up, right? And I was looking, I'm like, man, let me see if I can catch a little, reversal or whatever, right? So it ain't giving me my setup. I was at the 15 minute, I dropped down to the 2 minute, right? And I'm watching it. Man, I had to sit there. Oh, it's gonna keep jumping back on me. I had to sit there and watch this joint fall from grace right here. I watched this fall from grace right here. I was in here when this candle happened. When this big long, when that long candle right there, I was in here when that big candle happened, right? And I'm watching it fall from grace because it ain't never give me the setup that I was looking for, right? And see how it broke the, it broke these lows, made a little gap, but it ain't never retraced. It ain't never retraced. Every time it made a gap, it ain't never retraced. I just went on back to bed. Boom. So I went back to bed, right? And then I came in here, like looking at the 15-minute chart. I came in here. What time is this right here? 6:15, 6:30. Yep. Here we go. Here go our time right here. Here go our time here. This after I get the boys up, right? I get them up at 6:30. Here we go right here. So around about, this good enough time here. So I ain't gonna try to get it looking exactly how it looked when I came in here. So here we go. Everybody know what I do. I start out when I come in. I got off on a tangent going back to looking at what I did at 4 o'clock this morning. But everybody know what I do, right? So I look at where, God dog it, I hate when it keep doing that. That's one thing about Ninja Trader that I hate. It'll go to jump around on you, right? So here we go. So check it. This is this line up here, right? This line up here, I mark that later. And this line down here, I mark that later, right? So what I was watching when I first came in, what I looked at, I was looking from when I came here at 4 o'clock. That's kind of why I got off on a tangent, because all of that was in my mind when I came in, right? And so when I was looking at it, right, I said, okay, let's see what it did, right? It went up, you know what I'm saying? It took out these highs from yesterday, and then it like sold down. I said, okay, let's see what it did when it sold down. Let's see if it made any fair value gaps when it sold down, right? So when if I get ready to trade, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know it's Tuesday. I don't trade live on Tuesday and Thursday. I say, so when I get ready to, trade, I'm going to practice either, you know what I'm saying, the melting butter or the rising bread or the fair value gap. I'm going to practice one of those, right? So I'm looking here. I saw a fair value gap here, right, that it made on the 15-minute. And I saw a fair value gap here that it made on the 15-minute, right? And the reason why I highlighted this fair value gap and put it back on the arrow. So the first fair value gap was here, right? And then the second one that I saw was here. And the reason why I highlighted this one over highlighting this one was because this one here, it broke a swing low right here, right? It broke a swing low here. This one here was a fair value gap, but it didn't break a swing low. And it traded back up into it. It didn't feel it, but it had traded back up into it when it made this swing low. This fair value gap here. So that's why I marked that one over this one. Now, I just mentally kept this one in my mind. I mentally kept it in my mind, but I marked this one because this was the one I'm like, okay, this the one I'm watching because it broke this swing low right here. You know what I'm saying? That's the market shift, and I'm looking forward to trade back into there and then sell off. All right. So everybody know that. That everybody understanding that part about, you know, dealing with the ICT. So here we go. Boom. This the 830 line. Right? This the 830 line. So once it get past the 830 line, let me move it over a little. Where we at? I want to make sure I want to get in there around market open when I came back here. Because I came back here like right around market open today. Okay, so that's the... Okay, so this right here, that's the 9 o'clock candle. Right there, that's 9 o'clock candle. 9:30 candle. That's right there. Boom. So here we go right there. That's the candle that closed at 9:30. That's when market open. This will mark, because I came back here right around market open. Right around market open. Getting a bite of my sandwich. Y'all hold on. Right, so market open. This one I came back here. And so I'm watching this fair value gap, right? And now that the market, and now that it's after 8:30, I marked this swing high right here and this swing low right here. These are the areas where I'm looking forward to seek the liquidity, right? I'm looking forward to seek the liquidity, right? If it come down here and keep these lows intact, right? I'm looking for it to go back and bust it. If it come up here, bust through there, but get all the way up to there, I'm looking for it to bust it. I'm looking for it to bust it to get some liquidity, right? I don't care if it busting and keep going, busting and, you know what I'm saying, reverse. I'm just looking at these, the lines that I'm checking for the liquidity runs, because these the most recent, you know what I'm saying, highs and lows before the 8:30, right? That's based off how this strategy work, right? So that's why I got that mark, and I got that mark. And this right here is marked from, this was the fair value gap formed, you know what I'm saying, once it broke this swing low right here. And if anybody don't understand that part of it, this first time watching it, you ain't seen no ICT videos, right? Bust up, got you some money, came down, and then you went up here, you made a high, you broke a low with force, and while you was breaking that low with force, you left a fair value gap on the very next candle. 3 candle setup. Candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, right? 3 candle setup. 1, 2, 3. Candle 1 and candle 3 don't share a price, and that's the fair value gap that was made while you was breaking this short-term low after making that short-term high, right? So you made a high, made a low, made a lower high, broke that low, you know what I'm saying, making that market shift. And when you made that market shift, you left a fair value gap. That's on the 15 minute. That's what the fair value gap is. I'm looking forward to trade back into that gap and then sell off, right? First area that you would be looking to take it is at the open of the gap. Second is at the close of the gap. A lot of times I'm greedy, so I'm going to the close of the gap. You feel me? But if you ain't greedy, at the open of the gap, because I'm looking to sell. That's why I'm saying the open is at the bottom, right? And so, boom, here we go. Move over right there at this candle here, at the 9:45 candle. As you can see, we sold up into it. Bam, we hit it. But let's drop down. All right, we got it marked. Let's drop down to our 2 minute. Did I do this one on the 2 minute? I think I did it on the 2 minute. I can't remember if I did it on the 2 minute or the 1 minute. Okay, let's get over here to 9:30. Where we was at? Right here. So we just gonna do it on the 2 minute for whatever right now. Right? So boom. 9:32 candle. Coming up to it. We coming at it. Right? Boom. We in it. This candle open here. We went up to the top of it. That's your entry there. You ain't got to wait on nothing else. Why you ain't got to wait on nothing else, Tim? We always waiting on something else. We did all the waiting from way back here. We did all the waiting from way over here on this side. Remember, the time frame that you looking for the setup on determines how much time you're going to have to wait until it play out. You see what I'm saying? Remember, this is a 15-minute fair value gap that we waiting to play out. This 15-minute fair value gap was formed way back at, what time is this? Right here. Q. Right here. Round about 6 o'clock in the morning. So this gap was formed around 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And it took all this time for it to trade down and then trade back up into it, right? Trade back up into it. And why did it blast back up into it with so much force at 9:30, like around the 42 time frame? Because the algos trading now, the computers all involved now. So now they, you know what I'm saying? And these setups work for the times when the algos be trading. These are algorithmic trading setups that ICT, you know what I'm saying, was teaching. You feel me? And this the setup that, you know, I've been, this one of the ones I'm still paper trading. Then the next one I'm gonna show you, it's my actual liquidity run reversal that I trade for real, that I missed by 1 tick. It was 1 tick, Spice. I thought it was 2, but it was 1 tick. So now I'm real mad because I don't trade on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But since I didn't get a live trade yesterday, when I saw my setup, I switched to live. I switched to live and it missed me. And that was just God saying, look, you supposed to be sticking to your plan. You ain't supposed to be trading on Tuesday, Thursday. You trying to trade live. I'm going to make you miss it by 1 tick and make you mad and see if you going to chase it or you going to be disciplined for real. I hear you, Lord. I jollipies. I'm sorry. Okay, getting back to what I was saying. I'm getting off track. So there go the entry there. I took it from the top, right? I took it from top plus 3 ticks. Y'all know I do the 3 ticks like ICT say. So top plus 3 ticks. So that's 44.79 minus 3 ticks. So that's what? 44.78.25. 44.78.25, right? Let me write that number down so when I go into playback mode, I can just click it and put it in there. 44.78.25. I should have told somebody to put it in the chat for me. Matter of fact, yeah, do that. Somebody put it in the chat for me so I can remember what it is. 44.78.25, right? And then let's move over. Boom. See right there? Look at it. Ooh, I love it. I want to go a little slower. And drag it out, but I mess around and move the screen. Gave you another. See, I got in there. It gave you 1. It gave you 1 when I got in. 2, 3 if you caught it at the bottom plus 3 ticks. Right? So you got 1, 2, 3 opportunities to get in. And then do it give you no, don't give you another one. There she blows. I'm out. You know where I got at? Right here. Right? I ain't greedy. I ain't greedy with it. I don't be greedy with it. You know what I'm saying? When I be trying to get into the trade. And then for this one here, the stop loss was above this high right here. Cause I'm doing it off the 2 minute. Right? If I would have been doing it off the 15 minute, let me see what a stop loss would have been. Right? Let me see what a stop loss would have been if I did it off the 15 minute. All right. So if I was doing it off the 15 minute, the stop loss would have been what this is here. The stop loss would have either been above this candle, which would have been 44.81.50, or above this candle right here. Right? 44.83. So let me see if it got a better risk reward on the 2 minute. So I'm doing on 2 minutes, and you just want to hide it above the previous high on the level that you're looking at. That's where you want to put your stop loss at. Unless that previous high is higher than your max stop loss you're gonna take. Yeah, so got a way better stop loss on the 2 minute. Yeah, cause the 15 minute would have been right here. Yeah, the 15 minute would have been up here or up there. It's that or that, and then the 2 minute was here. So it's like a far better risk to reward. God dog it. See, that's what I be talking about when it be shrinking up. That be driving me crazy, man. But anyway, y'all see, boom, sold off there. Sold off right there. And it actually went all the way down to here somewhere, but I ain't worried about that. a good place to. You could have kept running it. You could have kept running if you wanted to wait to see when it started acting like it's gonna reverse on you. You probably could have took it all the way down to 44. Let's just say 44.60. You know what I'm saying? I took it to 44.63.25. Right, 44.63.25. So what's that? 44. What we said? 44.78. 44.78.25 minus 44.78.25 minus 44.63.25. 15 points, right? 15 points to there. And if you took it all the way down to just say the close of this candle right here, okay, you say, okay, I'm gonna get out now. It's going back up. 44.59.50, right? So 44.78.25 minus 44. What I said? 59.50. What did I say? Yeah, 59.50. 18 and 3/4. Let's just say 19 points, right? You could have took it to, you could have went even down over 20, but I'm just, I'm telling you where I went. You could have went down there. You see, hindsight say you can go down there, but I don't deal with hindsight for real. So I'm just telling you the target that I had. My target ended up being 15 points. Okay, so then the second one, and Spice can vouch for this. Spice can vouch for this because we was talking. If you look at my my stories, my story got a DM between me and somebody else that was Spice. Spice took the 44.62 long. She traded on a different method. She a far better trader than me, but she took the 44.62 long. I say, Spice, I ain't take the long because I needed it to retrace back to 44.62 or 44.61. You feel me? Why? Because 44.61 is the bottom of the gap. 44.62 split in the gap. You feel me? And then the other, the 44.63.25 uphill, that's the top. I split the gap. I said I needed to come to 44.62, retrace to 44.62 or 44.61. She took it on the way up. She said I wanted it from 51. You know what I'm saying? Down here. She wanted it to come down here. You feel me? But it ain't get down there. So since it ain't get down there and it reversed back up, she took it from 62 here and rolled it up. Check my story. You will see the conversation, right? And I set my order. When I saw it, it was my liquidity run reversal. Tim, why was it your liquidity run reversal? Let's break down the steps of it for anybody that don't know the steps, right? What's step one? Coming to the liquidity pool. Where's the liquidity pool? Right here, right? There's the liquidity pool right there. Let me bust it down to a 1 minute so I can show you because I saw it on the 1 minute, right? I saw it on the 1 minute. I said, oh, there she go. Okay, here's the liquidity line. Remember, I drew this line right before market started after 8:30. I drew the top line and the bottom line. Why I said? Because I was looking for it to run for liquidity there, right? Yes, I did. I said that. Rewind and fact check me, right? So we go into the liquidity pool. Step one, right? Once we get in the liquidity pool, I want to see a swing low and a swing high made, right? So we made a swing low right here. We entered the liquidity pool here. We made a swing low right here. We made a swing high right there. That's step two, right? Break the swing low or the swing high with force, right? This candle right here breaks the swing high with force, right? Step four, the very next candle has to make a fair value gap, right? There's the fair value gap. Let me draw it out for you. This the liquidity run reversal all day long. From here to here. That's the fair value gap. Boom. That's the liquidity run reversal all day long. Liquidity pool, step one. The predetermined liquidity pool where, this where the market is chasing liquidity. You got to predetermine that, right? Into the pool, swing high, swing low form. Swing low, swing high, right? Break the swing low or swing high with force. Break the swing high with force. It don't have to close above it. It just needs to break it with force, right? Very next candle, step 4, the very next candle creates a fair value gap. 3 candle pattern. 1, 2, 3. Fair value gap is formed because candle 1 and candle 3 don't share a price. There's your fair value gap. Now, you're looking for it to trade back into this fair value gap, right? So you're looking for it to either trade into the fair value gap and go, or trade into the open of this order block. What makes that an order block? Because once it went into the liquidity pool, right, the sentiment shifted. And when the sentiment shifted, right, from bearish to bullish, this is the last down close candle. It could have been 3 down close candle from the shift in bearish to bullish because it was broken. This candle right here shift the sentiment for the temporary time being, right? So it's either I'm looking for it to come here or come there. And so I split the difference of the gap. Why? Because I'm willing to suck up that. So from 2 all the way down to the open of this gap, that's 1, 2, 1.5 points. That's 1.5 points. I'm willing to suck that up if it wanted to come down to the open of the thing. That was enough for me to risk that. So I'm splitting the difference of the gap. That's why 44.62 was my price, or 44.61 was my price. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what I told Spice. I'm looking for 44.62 or 44.61. Check the DM if you don't believe I said it prior to when this happened. This happened at 10:37, and I think it was around 10:20 when me and Spice was DMing, because she had them ripped off about 10 points. She had them ripped off 10 points over here and was rubbing it in my face. Yeah, I ain't want number 10. You know what I'm saying? They rubbed it in my face. And it was around about 10:20. And if you see around 10:20, the chart was looking like this right here. And I was nice and salty. You know what I'm saying? I was nice and salty because it hadn't ran on me. It ain't come get me. But lo and behold, what it did, it came back. And then I switched. That's when I switched to live. I put my order in right here at 44.62. See where this line is right now? I put my order in right there. And then look where it came. Look where it came. Let me put a line. Let me put a line just so I can use the put a line. Put it right at 44. I did it right at 44.62. So right at 44.62, and then look where it came. Look where it came. Look at that. 44.62. When I put it at the bottom of that candle, what that price say? Can y'all see it? It says 44.25. Let me put it right on the bottom of it so y'all can see it. Make sure y'all know I ain't capping. I put it right on the bottom of it. Can you see what that says right there? That says 44.62.25. One tick. It missed me by 1 tick, man. That thing made me so bad. But anyway, now that I done broke down both of them, explained like my thought process on it, I'm gonna jump into playback and do it. What I say? Love transition from someone I saw learn in Jay's trading room to someone who was helping teach and show people how to fish. Oh yeah, man. Jay the one put me on the futures, man. He the one taught me 90% of what I know about futures. And then like looking at ICT videos, and shout out to homie P Dub. Let me go to full camera for this right here. Y'all know I gotta shout out my family. Jay the Trader, hey, he taught me 90% of what I know about futures. You feel me? And the thing about Jay, he got something in his I'm just giving my stuff together for the playback while I'm running my mouth. He got something in his course, a setup in his course for any type of trader. You feel me? He got something in his course for any type of trader. And what I learned from Jay how to trade the best was levels. Levels resonated the best with me. And that's all I used to trade. Go back and look at all my old videos. I always talked about being a levels trader, right? Levels resonated the best with me because levels was all about a certain price, coming to a certain price. You know what I'm saying? That's why it resonated with me so well. You feel me? Right? But he got all kind of stuff in there. And then when I started watching ICT videos, I was like, this makes sense to me because he was teaching based off of algorithmic trading. And I went to school for computers. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what computers look for. You feel me? And then P-Dub took all the stuff I learned from ICT YouTube videos. And then he just, man, he put me on a whole nother level with it. When he broke it down, it made so much sense to me the way P-Dub broke it down. You feel me? And I got to play back together. Oh man, I wish I had like a screenshot of this. If I was on my Mac, I could just take a screenshot of this and so I can write on it on the Wacom tablet. But then it's like he just took it to another level. So everything I learned from Jason has just been like amplified with like another strategy that really resonates with my computer technician mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I can see everything that Jason taught me, but I see it with like much more clarity because it's another dimension of something that I really, really love and know added to it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell everybody, man, you got to figure out what resonate with you the best. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out what resonate with you the best and what speaks your language when it comes to this market, man. You got to figure out what speak your language when it comes to this market, cause until you learn, until you master yourself, until you control your emotions, no matter how good of a strategy you got, you gonna be in trouble. No matter how good your strategy is, because you can't control your emotions. And then once you learn how to control your emotions, then you will be able to follow your strategy step by step and not force trades. You know what I'm saying? Hey Spice, what y'all was saying? What you were saying? What you posted yesterday? You said something about make them prove it. Make the buyers and sellers prove it. Spice was talking about that yesterday. Making the buyers and sellers prove it. Yeah, make them prove it, man. Don't just jump on their team cause you think they good. Like, ain't nobody expect the Bengals to be in the Super Bowl, but the Bengals proved it. You feel me? I don't think they expected the Rams to be there. But guess who in the Super Bowl? The Rams and the Bengals. I don't watch football. I watch college ball. I don't watch pro ball like that. Right? The Rams and the Bengals. I don't think a lot of people expected them to be there. You feel me? All right. Oh man, I ain't got no necklace. Is it running? Are we moving? Oh yeah, I got no 1X. Oh, let me mark my gap. Let me get the 15 minute to mark my gap. It took my gap out. Why y'all ain't tell me it took my gap out, man? Okay. Let me go get my gap. It ran up, came down, made this gap, made this gap. There it is right there. Right? Mark my gap. That's the top gap. I want that gap right there. And don't worry about that weird wick, man. It be doing it sometime on playback. What's name got them glitches like that? When you be in playback, it be doing weird stuff like that. Okay. So it dropped down. See how it's gone now? Alright. And it took out my 830 line and everything. I put my 830 line in. I got the time. Hit the wrong thing. I hit horizontal instead of vertical. I need a vertical line. I'm a vertical line. 830. Alright, put my 830 line in. Load. Kill zone. Y'all can tell I get a lot of stuff from ICT because he be calling it the kill zone and all that right there. All right. So let's fast forward past 8:30 so I can put in my liquidity lines. I don't want to go too fast because it'll take off on me. All right, slow it back down. Okay, so here we go. Put in my liquidity lines. I got to jump back to the 15 so I can see it right. Oh, I already got them in. It kept them. Okay. I'm tripping. Why y'all tell me it kept my liquidity lines? Okay, it kept my liquidity lines. They in there. All right. So we got the liquidity lines. All right, and see now we got a crazy wick now. Let me see if I can get rid of this wick, man. Sometimes you got to jump between different times to make the crazy wicks disappear. Okay, it's gone. Now let's see if it stay gone when I hit the 2 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute. See if it'll disappear. We'll just do it on the 1 minute. Okay. Did my box go away? Oh no, it didn't. Okay, it's gone on the 1 minute. The crazy wick gone on the 1 minute. All right, so here we go. What time is it? We're gonna fast forward a little bit. Well, since we already know what we're looking for, I already talked it through. I'll go ahead and just put it up here. What we said it was 44, 78, 25. Did we say 44, 78, 25? Yeah, 44, 78, 25. Right? Cell 1, 44, 78, 25. Right?
Order submitted.
That's my playback. Right? So I'm just going to put it in and I'm just going to fast forward. Because I'm going to fast forward and let it pick it up. Because we at 8:52.
Order filled.
Boom, it's in now. Okay, let me... God dog it. I forgot to turn off my doggone what's the name. I got my ATM strategy on. Y'all see what happened just then. It was running so fast till it got my ATM strategy on that that I didn't turn it off. I had it on 1,000. And I couldn't slow it back down. I done panicked. Oh well, y'all saw it. I panicked and I couldn't turn it back off. I ain't gonna back it up. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the other one that we was talking about. Okay, down. There we go. We down in there. Let me slow it down a little bit. Slow it down 30. Boom, we in there. So now we looking. We going. Made the swing low, swing high. We just broke it. We just broke it right there. Right? So we broke the swing low, swing high. Let me slow it down while I talk. We broke the swing low, swing high, made the fair value gap. It all went kind of quick. Came to the liquidity pool, swing low, swing high, made the fair value gap, right? And then this one here, I set it at 44.62. See, buy at 44.62. Boom. Submitted. I got it set at 44.62 because that's where I wanted it. I didn't set it this early, but that's where it was. And then I'm going to let it play out. This Spice was already in at this time, cause I think around 10:20 is when she had hit me up, and it was like up here somewhere, yeah. So yeah, this round of town Spice hit me, yep, cause it was up and I was mad. It was like gone and I was mad. Yep, here go 10:20 right over here. See that? Boom. That's when she hit me. It was up there. I was mad. Yeah. And then we're gonna let it keep going. And as you can see, how it played out, it eventually came back. What was it at 10:42? I think I said what I said the time was 10:40 something. Let me speed up a little bit. There it is. Let me slow it down. 10:30 something. Is it coming? Is that time it coming? Or do it go back up again? I think it was at 10:40 something. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see when it came down right there. See that? That's when it barely missed me. Right there. That's when it barely missed me. And I didn't move it because that was my price, and I just had to watch it go. I just had to watch it go. That was it. That was it. That was it. Played out. Oh, what's up, Kerry? Yeah, that was it. Played out and playback. So you can see. Well, you got a chance to see the second one play out. The first one, I had it on 1,000, and it went crazy. So you didn't really get a chance to see it play out, but you get the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? So, are there yeah, real close. Oh, shout out to home. What that Mick? Oh, I thought Mickey Man. Oh, I thought that was Mackie. Oh man, I thought that was Mackie. They say Mikey Man. All right, we got any questions about any of the stuff that we broke down? It's the same as y'all can see. It's the same trades. It's the same trade. My liquidity run reversal. I done went over that 1,000,000 times, but I'll break it down if you got any questions about it. The fair value gap one, that's the one that sold off. I didn't see no melting butter today. I ain't see no melting butter today, but the fair value gap, that was the one I took the short on for the 15 points. And then the liquidity run reversal, as you can see, that thing, I think it's still running. I think it's still running right now. I don't know. Did it come back down? Did it come back down? Let me go back to live and see what it's doing right now. Y'all got any questions? Y'all let me know if y'all got any questions. No question, no question. I'm gonna check what it's doing on his live data. If we ain't got no question, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Let's look at it together. We still up and stuck. Look at that. But that thing went all the way up. What that is? 45.15. How did it go? How did it get? That thing went up to 44.17.25. Golly. It went up to 44.17.25. All right. Yeah, it flew. It flew, Jay. It flew. That thing went up. Look at that. I was getting in downhill. 44.62. 44.62 right there. And then that thing all the way up. I ain't gonna take it to the tippy top. I'm gonna take it to right here to the close of this candle. 45.11. 45.11 minus 44.62. That was my entry. 49 points. 49 points. And let's just say you was doing let's say if you starting out now and just doing the MES, you ain't trading the big boy. Right? 49 times 4 times 1.25. That's $245 per contract if you trading the MES. $245 per contract. If you trading the ES, the big boy, $24.50 per contract. If you trading the big boy. So it's good money either way. Using this one setup and this what I be talking about. Throw the rock and hide your hand. Right? Throw the rock and hide your hand. You feel me? Like I like to try to get it on the outskirts. Right? That's my whole new strategy. Getting it on the outskirts. I want to get it on the outskirts. I ain't trying to get in the middle of the road. I ain't trying to get in the middle of the fight. Like Jay used to always say in his class. He'd be like, don't get in the middle of the fight. Watch the fight from way down here. Watch the fight from way up here. I want to throw the rock and hide my hand. I'm going to throw the rock, instigate the fight, and then sit back. And look at that. And just watch it. When it get right here and fight, you see when this 60-minute counter got up here and then came back down, and then this next 60-minute counter had to come back up. That was a fight. It was a fight. Let's see how many fights was in the middle of that right there. From that 45-62 up. Let's look at the 15-minute candle, right? Check it out. Let's break down to the 2 minute. The 2 minute and 1 minute really give it to you. Let's look at the 1 minute. The 1 minute gonna really give you all the fights for real, right? So check it. This was the entry here. This was the entry candle here. 45-62. Boom. Right? Came up. Look at that. Fight. This a lot of fighting right here. They tussling. Finally, the Bulls take it. Man, we out of here. Boom. Little scrimmage there. Nothing. Boom. Fight. Look at it. Ooh, this a lot of fighting. Fight. Take it up. Fight. Take it up. Fight. You feel me? Look at all that fighting going. Don't be trying to get in here, man. Watch the fight from down here. Watch the fight from the box, from the press box. We in the press box looking. Y'all seen that show Squid Games? Y'all remember how far they was sitting away from there? We in the Squid Game seats watching this fight over here. You feel me? Let me see if we got any question before I get out of here. Yeah, that did hurt. Let me see. How change the live? Okay, live chat. Boom. There you go. Live chat. I'm looking at live chat now. Okay. Saw that. What about the fair value gap at 12:05? It broke a swing. I don't even trade during lunch, so I don't care. I don't fool with it during lunchtime. On time I trade is that's why. Let me switch back over. Anybody who know me, you see this yellow line, this white line, this red line, that's 11 o'clock. That's 11 o'clock. I don't get into trades after that. Only time I get into trades after 11 o'clock is well over here if I'm going to do something after 2:30. If I'm going to do something after 2:30, which is rare because I got to go get the kids at 3:30. So it's like, unless I'm going to do something after 2:30, I ain't going to take no more trades after these lines right here. That's why I got them lines there. It's a discipline thing for me. If you can find, it ain't no bad time to take a good trade. I get that from the GOAT Jason Sweeting. I be tearing his name up. I got to call Jay, holla at him. I ain't talked to my brother in a minute. I'm trying. Where am I one day? And I'm looking for the wrong thing. All right. Okay. May I ask what kind of computer you trade on or recommend for someone interested in getting started? The computer, you don't really need no supercomputer. You just need something that can access the internet. You just need something that can access the internet. If you're trying to use Ninja Trader is PC based, and like I use it on my Mac, but you got to use it through Boot Camp. Mac got a app in there they call Boot Camp, where you can run Windows on the Mac through their app, and it's called Boot Camp. But every time your Mac updates, you got to re-sign into the Ninja Trader. So I don't really like using it on there. It's dependable. I ain't had no issues with it, but if you're trying to trade through TradingView, you can use any platform, Mac or PC. So anything that's affordable that can access the internet, because any computer you buy these days is gonna be good enough to trade on. Ain't no such thing as a bad computer for trading these days. If you go buy one out the store. Wow, I need to learn this. Hey, if you wanna learn it from the horse's mouth, these trades that I was breaking down, let me switch over here. I don't take nobody credit. Just like I don't take credit for the stuff that Jason taught me. I tell anybody tap in with Jay the Trader. He taught me everything. 90% of what I know about trading futures. And then the strategies that I trade now, I learned it from ICT. If you go to YouTube, Inner Circle Trader, ICT, the Inner Circle Trader. That's what ICT stands for. Click on the playlist. This right here, that say 2022 ITC mentorship. Right now, he got 6 videos in there right now. And them 6 videos that he got in there now are breaking down the exact strategies that I'm talking about right now. Them fair value gap strategies. That's all he gonna be teaching all 2022. And he doing it for free. It's a free mentorship that he doing now. When I learned how to do this stuff from ICT, this playlist wasn't here. I had to go look through all of these different 4X videos over here. It's like 100 and some videos over here. I looked at all these videos like 3, 4, 5, 6 times a piece. I used to look at these videos every single day. And I put together these strategies based off the stuff he was teaching, because he taught a lot of stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? And it was like a lot of days just watching paint dry, trying to get the gems out of there. Let me see. Thanks for sharing instead of ICT now. Because okay. Appreciate it. Nice, appreciate it. When are you removing your liquidity lines after you get closed out your trade? Oh yeah. Once I get done trading, I don't care nothing about the only lines that stay on my chart all the time is the yellow one, the red one, and the white one. I just scoot them down to the next day. Use parallel client for max. I don't even use, you don't got to use a parallel client. You just, unless Bootcamp is a parallel client. But if you, they got an app on the Macs, at least on the Mac Pro that I got. It's called Bootcamp, and it's like you just download, or you just go and download the Windows operating system off the Windows site, and then you load it into the you run Bootcamp, and you tell it where the operating system is, and it installs it on a little piece of the hard drive. It installs Windows on there, and then when you turn your Mac on, you just hold Option, and when you turn your Mac on, it asks you if you want to boot in Windows or Mac, and I mean Windows or iOS, and you click Windows, and it open up, and it look just like a Windows computer, and it's all done like inside Mac. You ain't gotta pay or go get no parallel software, nothing like that. It's all it's a Mac app that they got on there. Ain't no thanks, Tranisha. You very welcome. Do you erase the liquidity lines after you get traded? Yeah. Them liquidity lines gone. Yeah, I thought I answered that. Oh, the new Macs don't have Bootcamp anymore? I don't know. I bought mine. You talk about like the A1s or whatever it is. I can't remember. Mine ain't the new with the new chips in them. Mine was the newest one before they started putting the Mac chips in them. The M1 chips, I think they called. Mine was the latest one right before the M1 chips. Oh yeah, now I'm good. I don't use my Mac for that no more. I just do it on my PC. I appreciate it though. Oh, the Intel chip is the Bootcamp. So since they put the M1 chips in there, it ain't got. Okay, appreciate that. I ain't worried about it though. Once you find a liquidity line, do you place your order, set the alert? Now, once I put my liquidity line in, if I ain't doing nothing, I just sit here and wait for it to trade to it. But if I don't feel like sitting here, I just set an alert to let me know once it trade past that spot. And then once it make the noise, I'll come back here. Or if I ain't listening for it, I set it on my trading platform, and it comes to my watch. And then I'll come back here. I just set it for when the ES trading above or below whatever that line set at. Oh yeah, I'm doing good, man. Who that, J Mac? Who is that? What's your S2F name? That JMC? That J Mac? What's your S2F name? Milano, I'm finna hit you with the Wall Street Trapper. You must be new here. You must be new here. Yeah. So the liquidity, when I'm looking for the liquidity, I start on the 60 minute. I start on the daily and the 60 minute, looking for where I think it's gonna hunt liquidity. And then when I drop down to the 15 minute, if I need to adjust it, if it's like a real area that I know, okay, it's gonna look for liquidity here. You know what I'm saying? But it's got to be like at the tip top. It's got to be at the tip top of the 15 minute time frame for me to adjust it. And what I mean by that, right? If you look here where my liquidity line is there, right? If I shrink it down, excuse me, the only other spot right here is from yesterday. You see what I'm saying? Like if I go to a higher time frame, if I go to a higher time frame and spread this out, see, right? This right here is yesterday at the end of the day. And this is a 60 minute like low that I say, okay, it'll be hunting this, right? And this is a 60 minute low, but it's the exact same area as a 15 minute low. You see, so if I mark this on the 60 minute chart or the 15 minute chart, it's going to be the same area. So it's like the only reason why I would adjust it, right? Once I drop down to the 15 minute, only reason why I would adjust this is if we was trading like way up here somewhere and this was like the lowest low on the 15 minute, then I would be like, okay, this a bunch of equal lows right here. So it's going to hunt this liquidity before it goes down to this one. So then I would move it up to there. But since it's, they're in the same spot, that's why it's just marked off on the 15 minute. But I start at the daily and the 60 minute, look for where I think it's going to go. you asking to get the gems recorded again? You must be new here. Cause them gems been recorded several times. You feel me? All right, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up no more. It's 1:30. We done been on here 57 minutes, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If y'all enjoy these lunchtime lessons, if y'all enjoy the Tim's Tidbits, share them with the other cousins who you think may get the same value out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for the free 99. I ain't charging nobody for nothing. Anytime we do the Sunday Tim's Tidbits, you can download the slides. If it's a link in the description below, you can click on it, download them slides for free. You ain't got to give me no email. You ain't got to pay me no money. You ain't got to give me nothing. The Tim's Tidbit lives, those are the Sunday Tim's Tidbit. The Tim's Tidbit original, those the original 7 Tim's Tidbits I did with friends and family. If you know somebody who a beginner and trying to get into like investing and buying shares or opening an account, options, anything like that right there, direct them to the one that says Tim Tidbit original, because it's taken from the beginning of like how to open a brokerage account, how to research companies, how to do technical analysis, what's options, what's swinging shares, what's portfolio management. Direct them to that. That'll help them get started. And then the Tim Tidbits, those are the ones that's like question and answer and me breaking down and sharing gems and stuff like that. So man, y'all share this with people who y'all think gonna get something out of it. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers so I can start using the community tab on YouTube. Y'all help me get to 500. That's all I'm asking for. I don't care nothing about getting monetized. I just want to be able to get the information to the people. So I just want to at least get to 500 so I can start using the community tab, because I'm trying to leave Instagram alone. Instagram to piss me off. But anyway, till the next time, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. I'm gone.